is like a sky, right? The hands grow towards the sky. So they learn a lot from the father. It's a big call. You have to be very judicious. What you don't want your son to do, you should not be doing it or saying it or anything, because you could be using curse words or anything. But the moment you realize you're a father and what I do is whether or not my son or daughter is near me, I always behave the same way, because I don't want to let my guard down, thinking, oh, I said it in front of my son and all, this is not good. So it's also like just like your father, you respect your father, you should also respect your children too, because then they are going to take over your spot. So we have to behave in a sense that we don't want to stay for example, if you don't want your children to do any kind of activity or any kind of thing, you don't want to do it in front of them, at least. The idea is, best thing is to not do it at all. But at the least we should not do it in front of them. That's it. Now, if you don't want to request, okay,
they are most respected.
Okay, he doesn't want to go first.
Today I'm making suggestions. You can be seated.
You can come here.
Is it nice after can we bring it somewhere here or is it okay?
But you are supposed to give them.
They can see from here.
They can reply.
Okay.
They can reply. Okay. And for now I have arranged this. This will be substituted in English.
Yeah, the first one. Okay, just leave it. And then for each one, there is a question. Sarah to go. Okay, is that there?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, he's coming.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. It was expected of me.
Oh, okay. Okay, that's good. I have some pictures here. You could as well come and stand here or bring your chairs, whatever.
You can
stand and see.
Yeah.
Please, sir. I know I have to open, but you have to do so. You facilitate everything of the honorable guest. Please. Please.
Just leave our copy of the book. Yeah, if you would like to listen, you could come over here.
Kiran Garu. Kiran Garu is also a father. I requested his father to come, but he is not well. So he could not come, and he is also a father. So you have to honor him.
He didn't bring his children. Okay. First, I'd like to say a few words about my father. Very briefly, he was a weaver, and as you know, weaving is a profession that only if they weave, they will get money to support the family. If you are sick, something, then you lose that money on that day. And then there's no vacation for them, there's nothing, they can't go even if they go outside or attend marriage for somebody else in some other town, they lose it. It's like self-employed persons here also, same thing. So that's why he was very persistent that his children must educate something and find a job somewhere. So that's what he was encouraging from our childhood. And we are 8 people, 4 brothers and 4 sisters. I happen to be the youngest son. And above me were 3 sisters. 2 of them were married, were dependent when we were small, like 7, 8 years old. And afterwards we had 1 older sister and 3 younger brothers and 1 younger sister. So what happened was he had something to help us put us through the school. So what he found was starting from the morning before I go to school, just like doing part-time job here. He was saying that I should leave for 1 hour in the morning before I go to school. Okay, after I come back from the school, I have to leave again for 1 hour and then do my homework and whatever. So that was agreed upon. So that's how it went on. So I completed my high school Actually, we had in our village we had only up to 8th grade. We finished that, and afterwards we had the high school was about 3 miles away. I don't know if you have ever heard Narayanapuram, Chittoor district, about 25 miles from Tirupati. Of course, we have a very big temple, Kalyana Venkateswara Swami. That's where Lord Venkateswara got married to Padmavati. So there's a very big temple, and every year they do good Brahmotsavam organized by TTD. So I used to have to walk 3 miles to the school in the morning for high school to Puttur, and then come back and do my regular routine and do all those things. With all that, it came out all right. Then came the joining the pre-university course and then engineering, and of course we had a very good family relative who supported a little bit. She gave a loan for our education, for the education. So somehow I got my engineering degree, and as I was studying, even the other children followed next to each other. Nobody was stopped from education. So they all came along, and then I found, after my graduation, I found a job, and then I went to college, and I went for a job in Tiruchirappalli, it's Tamil Nadu. I was a lecturer. At that time, I got admission to come to USA to do my PhD. So that's what I did. And that took another 4 years. So after all that, finally, long story short, I got my green card and then got my citizenship. So after citizenship, what we did was we sponsored all our younger brothers and also my youngest sister. She was a medical doctor by then. And then my wife Sarojini, she sponsored our brothers. So for I don't know, it's a miracle or magic or whatever. All brothers are here in the US.
Oh, that's very nice.
And then from my wife's side, she has 2 brothers here. So altogether we brought about 17 people to the US.
Oh my God.
You're bringing labor.
yeah. So yeah, it's a miracle actually, because everybody wonder in our village also how all these people could go to US when they were in such a less income oriented family.
Yeah.
So somehow it was a challenge. So that's how we ended up in US, and then afterwards rotating to many cities. Finally we are here. So that's the story in nutshell.
It's very
So,
inspiring.
Yeah.
Sanjay Garu, about Father's Day. The theme is Father's Day. So can you bring the subject or the theme to fathers? How was your fathering experience? What about your father? That.
I love your experience, by the way.
Your experience is really valuable, but
And
it was a
very
theme
inspiring.
because I don't want to get poked by other people. That today's theme
so
is
what you would like to hear?
Father's Day. So you have to connect it to your, Pitru, like your father or your experience as a father, how you're.
Yeah, I told already that
Yes, told actually.
I was
His father is
because
the
he wanted to
teacher.
educate
So
us.
are you doing that thing? Just a question. That 1 hour in the morning. Are you still doing that thing
Yes,
at home?
not now. When I was in
Yes.
school,
Yeah.
then
Now
even
you
in
are
the college, when I go back to my home for vacation, I used to do the same thing.
Beautiful.
So it's like a policy in America where you do part-time job, but you do college.
Yeah.
And it's a skill.
Yeah. So that's what it was.
Okay.
So here, just I wanted to bring some points. So I noticed here you see a procession where the god is being carried by the people.
Mhm.
Okay, that's traditionally we see in our temples.
Is it Venkateshwara?
It could be any god or goddess
Yeah.
or Durga or Lakshmi,
Okay.
Saraswati. So what we notice here is these are the men who are carrying the god to go to the procession, and they are carrying the load on their shoulders.
Mm-hmm.
And then the top is the god or goddess,
Mm-hmm.
and everybody, the devotees who come, they pray to the god or goddess, give namaskar and give harati and all those things. They praise the god, how beautiful the idols were decorated and what Lakshmi can do for them. They pray to the Lakshmi or Venkateswara to give them a lot of goods and all those things. But with all that, what happens to these people? Will anybody care about them? They think they are just laborers carrying this God. And they are paid some meager wages, whatever, coolies. So that is what they're all fathers too, just like us.
Yeah.
So that is the job they are doing. They have to bear this load every day to go around in the city. And then whatever meager salary or meager income they get, they have to manage, take care of wife, children and all. So from Matra Deva Bhava, even though we say Pitru Deva Bhava, they are just Pitru Slave Bhava or whatever. Okay, but still they are doing their responsibility and they are taking care of their children and all.
So is it every day that go around the Urvalam? Like the
Not every day, some special
Once a
days.
year,
Usually they select some days like mostly Saturday for Lord Venkateswara and Friday for some other.
So they
So
every Saturday, every Friday they take it on.
Oh yeah, in many villages. I don't generalize. So that's what the situation. And
Next
next.
slide.
Oh, okay. Okay, this is again the same kind of procession. Again, some fathers are carrying another goddess, and that is the same routine. So just like they have chosen this profession, many of the fathers here they have chosen different professions, like either software or the hardware or white collar or blue collar. Every father, even though whether they are given good rewards or not appreciated much, still they feel that it's their responsibility to take care of the family. That is the mother, grandmother, grandfather, or children and everybody. And what they get in turn, they don't count on that because it's their responsibility, it's the father's responsibility. That's why we call it through Deva Bhava. So what we see in most of the occasions is for the Mother's Day, we can see in US especially, there is so many advertisements from the flower shops and all. So the people will buy, their children will buy flowers and give to their children. So that is what they appreciate, and everybody there says that, oh, mother is doing great, and then because mother is the first contact for anybody, even when for a grown-up child, it is the mother who is easily accessible. The father is always working hard somewhere. He spends some time with the children, but by the time he is out of work, he is tired and may be ready to eat and sleep. So it's the mother who is. So everybody thinks the final product, what they see, is from the mother. Even if the good item that's cooked at home is from the mother. So everything, oh mom, you did a great whatever, pulihara today or whatever, get credit today.
Correct.
But how did all that come from? It all came from the father's hard work. Of course, nowadays both are working,
I was about to say.
men and women. But still, the major responsibility falls with the father. On many occasions, the mothers, they may not be able to continue the job, but still it's the father who supports the entire family by whatever the hard way. So then, the next is, so here in the newspapers, on Father's Day, this is what we see.
Nail them. Nail, hammer, screwdriver, nails, hammer, screwdriver.
Beautiful.
What a beautiful
So they think that fathers are only worth doing this. They don't deserve flowers or anything.
Yes.
So anyway, okay. So anyway, fathers have definitely a major role, whether they're equally appreciated like mothers or anybody. They do take care of their children. They somehow try to manage their family. So I appreciate it because I'm also a father, grandfather too. So happy Father's Day to everybody, and thank you all. Let's give a big hand.
Something there itself you can finish.
Okay, Suresh Garu.
Huh?
No, we
आप चाहिए.
Garu?
Kiran Garu.
No, you have to first.
अरे
You have to come. Come.
Kiran Garu, yes.
You know Kiran Garu?
Yes.
Yeah. You don't know, I will tell you. He is a PhD in Hindu temple, spiritual, arts and cultural practices. Okay? Okay, now okay.
Yeah, we didn't know that.
Happy
We
Father's
didn't know
Day.
that.
And I am a specialist in those. PhD. Okay. There is a new field coming up in America.
Happy Father's Day, everyone, especially fathers. Actually, really, I'm not celebrating this Father's Day.
Yeah.
Really, before I don't have. Why? Every day I will talk to
I
my
know, only
father,
in America it
mother.
started like this.
Yeah.
And like, really, it's like every day, almost more than 2-3 times I will talk to my father. So that's why I don't interested and I don't celebrate. But we are in United States, so that's why it's definitely this is the culture in United States, the Father's Day. So that's why definitely we will celebrate. Especially my career, my father is my hero. What is the reason? We are very, very poor persons. Really, everyone don't know. No, I don't know. Ration card is everyone ration.
Yes.
We went to buy to ration rice. We will cook in food. So it's very poor family in my family. My father a singer. Every week he will go some programs. He will some collect the money, and he will manage to family. That time, my father also is like my 7th class time, school fees time also my father can't pay, it's like a school fees also. That time really, that time is really my mother and my father is really lot of suffering. How to pay in school fees, how to grow to my child, and actually I'm only one kid in my father. So really it's very difficult. But now everyone we are happy. That's why my father is after 58 years after I'm stopped to my father job.
Very nice.
Daddy, you don't do anything. Just if you want anyone, you want go any Kashi, you want go any Rameshwar, you want go any location. It's like a United Universal any place. You want go, I will give you ticket. Go happily enjoy. You come and happily sleep. That's why my father today is very happy. Last almost my career started almost 24 years of experience in my priest service. 24 years before my father is take care of me. 24 after like 24 years like when started I'm take care of my father. Last 10 years too my father is just never to working. He is happily is like enjoying the life, and my father is
I
very
can
happy
comprehend.
today. That's why my father is very happy today. My father is every time tell, I am priest father, he is tell. That is really I am surprising. Every time I am surprising. My son is says he don't tell. He telling the priest father me. Is tell. Happy father.
Thank you. After this, we will have Panditji will have a puja also. So
Yes.
very
Yeah.
quickly we'll finish. Okay. And then of course prasad is there. They have brought good home cooked food prasad, right?
Please eat as much as you
Suresh has
can.
come only for that. Okay. Quick.
Yeah, I'd just like to say, you kind of don't think about it when you're young, but you now that I'm at this age, you kind of realize you're doing the same things what your father used to do. You're kind of down in the same habits as him, and you're kind of doing the same things probably whether you liked it or not at that time. So yeah, make a model for your kids.
Thank
Come quick. You are the father also. He said.
I already said no.
You said?
हाँ,
Okay.
अभी
Oh,
इनका
sorry.
इनका
Come on,
chance
come
है.
on,
Okay.
quick,
You-
quick, because they have to do puja and food is getting cold. Yeah.
Okay. So, somebody talked about why do we don't celebrate Father's Day, obviously, yeah. Here in US, they celebrate Father's Day because once you become an adult, they will kick you out of the home. So it's like you meet and greet on that particular day. So that's the reason why we celebrate it. And moreover, it's like a marketing gimmick with these big brands like flowers and whatnot. So that's one aspect of it. The second aspect is we Hindus mostly, or Asians, for example, we don't need to celebrate it because every day we respect our parents. Like even today, my father scolds me every now and then on one pretext or the other. Why not this? Why not that? Because he's guiding me.
Yeah.
He's the
He's
guiding
scared.
force for everything. And that's what I keep telling her all the time. I might be nagging her all the time, but I just want the best for her. So that's what we do, and I'm thankful to God for being here and being in an amazing
I wish
environment.
I wish you would have spoken about your father. Like he did a good
He
job.
did. He said that his father nags him.
Well, that's not
No, that's
something-
one aspect of it because we migrated from Kashmir. We were forced to, because of militancy and terrorism, we were forced out.
Kind of
So
exodus.
from everything, he was a district level CBI officer to having everything, acres of land, big house, every darn thing. We were reduced to just one room. And his salary back then was, I think, 2,500. He used 2,500 Indian rupees, and we were 5 of us, 3 brothers, parents, and then his mother. So we literally came down from a 3-story house, millions of Indian rupees worth of assets, to this one small room. So he started saving everything. He would never give anything to my mother. He would just kind of literally, we would eat. It was like literally hard, 20 years or so. But what he was doing in turn is he was cutting on the expenses, but he was building money for the house. So we first moved into a mud house, like not a mud house, like it was a house, but with bricks, not properly cemented and whatnot. But that started, at that time I was like, I would always be like, why is he, my father is not the best person, because look at the others, what they have and what do we have. But I never realized he was the sole earner, what he had done previously, because I was growing and I was, I was kind of ashamed of what he did. Now when I started realizing, when I started job and then I supported him, I can see his, how we became wealthy, we did well and whatnot. And now I realized that what my father was, and yeah, so what my father is. Sorry.
In addition to him, my father-in-law is an amazing father-in-law. I mean, I think on this Father's Day,
You can come into the camera
I need to admit, I'm so blessed. I'm so blessed to have such a father-in-law, because my upbringing was, I think probably not that great in the sense of saving. I was from a rich family. I didn't understand like how to save. I always thought of spending. Okay, I have money, I need to spend this, that. That's what I knew. After getting married to him, his father taught me how to save. So, and I am like so blessed that he taught me this. I always tell him, thank you. And you're a great, like you're the best father-in-law I can imagine. I'm blessed to have you. So, thank you.
You are making his bank balance go up.
Yeah, sure.
No, it's the teachings.
Okay,
It's,
he's
they
our,
don't demand anything from us,
Our,
but it's.
Thiru Gyaneshwar.
Gyaneshwar.
Okay, he will tell about his experience, what he can talk about his father.
Okay.
Quickly, okay?
Okay.
Because we are all hungry.
Okay. I'll try as I can. Happy Father's Day. I know it's not an easy task to do, and my father will do all the things I want. So that's all I can do.
It's
it's
very short
emotional.
and sweet.
Yeah.
You don't know to talk in front of your child.
And we don't celebrate Father's Day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we celebrate every day.
Yeah. But
We celebrate every day, yeah. Hindus celebrate it every day.
yeah.
We also have a month, right?
Good.
Pitru Paksha.
Okay.
Shall we
So,
start?
I'll very quickly, 2
Yeah.
minutes.
No,
Oh
Suresh.
yeah, here.
My father, I was an ordinary child, right? He made me extraordinary.
Yeah.
That's the greatest thing. And that is the greatest tribute for any father, right? They make ordinary people into extraordinary people, in whichever way we are, right? Even continuing to breathe itself is extraordinary, right?
Yeah.
It's such a, I found out how difficult it is to breathe when I went to the hospital. So it is very difficult. So this is all I really want to say. And we have our real fathers here. Bhagwan Mahadev is there. Luckily his name is Sri Ram. We know Sri Ram's and Dashrath relationship, right? We know it very well, correct? So Sri Ram is our ideal for being this thing, right? So all these our Ramayana Mahabharata is there. So we'll just have the puja, and thereafter they have really
Arey, not
food.
us.
No, listen, it's so difficult. They cook the food, and after cooking is very simple and easy, not so. But how to bring it here is very difficult because car will do here and there.
Arey, I know what they did.
See,
Drive slowly. You don't know how to drive.
I had a big problem. I made laddus today. So even how to bring them laddus, they became such that each laddu became half. So many things. So anyway, this is the way it happens. So we should thank them and very kindly Thiru Ganpati. You know Thiru Ganpati? He has taken the responsibility to organize today's this thing. And in future he will be taking more and more responsibility to come on to this Mandir Seva. Correct? Dhanyawad.
Thank you.
Come on, we'll do this thing. Chalo.
Puja.
Let's go.
Let's do puja.
Camera.
Come have a seat.
Here? Yeah. Oh, Abhishek.
लोककल्याणार्थं पितृदेवता दिनोत्सव संदर्भित समये भगवद्देवता श्री पार्वती परमेश्वर देवतार्याः षोडशपूजां करिष्यामि हरिः ओं ध्यायामि ध्यानम् आवाहनम् आसनं समर्पयामि पादयोः पाद्यं हस्तयोः पाद्यम् औपचारिकस्नानं शुद्धोदकाभिषेकस्नानं समर्पयामि आभूष्टामयो महस्तानभूचेतलातं महेरणाय दक्षसेयो श्रवणोदहन्तस्य भाजयतेनः उषरेण मातरहन्तस्नानक्रमाभोय स्वक्षयाय जन्मद आभोजनेदाचन शुद्धोदकाभिषेकस्नानं समर्पयामि हरिः ओम् तच्छम्यो रावणेन यज्ञाय यज्ञवदे दैवे स्वस्तिरस्वरं स्वस्तिरानुषेभ्यः ऊर्ध्वं जगादवेशं षण्णो अस्मद्धिपदे षट्चतुष्पदे ॐ शान्तिः 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 सहस्रशीर्षा पुरुषः सहस्राक्षः सहस्रपाद समामं विश्वराधत्वाद्यनिष्टदशाङ्गुलम् पुरुषदेवेदं सर्वं यद्भूतं यच्छोमिहम् उदामृतत्तस्यैषानहं यरण्येनादिरोहति एतावानस्य महिमानो ध्यायान्गुच्छपूरुषाः पादोऽस्य विश्वाभूतानि त्रिपादस्यावतन्दिभिः त्रिपादो यवते पुरुषः पादोऽस्येहानवात् पुनः तदा विश्वचक्रामदोषाशनानुजने अभि तस्मात् जराजायिनहं विराजो आदिपुरुषः स जातो अत्तरिक्षतः पश्चात् भूममधोपरः यत्पुरुषेण मामिषा देवायज्ञमदन्वगाः वसन्तो आस्य शीताज्यं ग्रीष्मयुग्मशरद्दरिः सप्तास्यासप्तहृदयः त्रिसप्तः समिधकृतः देवायज्ञं तन्मानः अवत्नास्पुरुषं पशुं तद्यज्ञापरेशो प्रोक्षन्नदोषध्यानकृताः तेन देवाय दत्ता साध्यारुषयक्षये तस्माद्ज्ञा सर्वहुतः संवृतं मृगराज्यं पशोरुस्ताङ्गचक्रे वायव्यान् आरण्यान् ग्राम्याक्षये तस्माद्ज्ञा सर्वहुतः रुजस्सामाजग्रे गन्धान् सब्जग्रे तस्मादु यशो तस्मादजायतः तस्मादश्वाजायत एके चोमया ततः कामो हरिग्निरे तस्मादु तस्मात् ज्ञातारावयं यत्पुरुषं यवदहं करिराभ्यकल्पयन् नुहकरस्तको बाहु काभूरोपाधारुच्यते ब्राह्मणोऽस्य भगवासेन बाहुराजन्यकृताः पूर्वोदरस्य यद्धैषं तथ्यां शूद्रो अजायत चन्द्रमामनसो जातः चक्षो सूर्यो अजायत मुखादिन्द्रश्चाग्निश्च प्राणाद्वायुरजायतः नाभ्या आसीत् नमस्ते धाता परस्ताद्यवदाधाराचक्रप्रविद्वां प्रतिशच्चरस्राः तमेवं विद्वान् प्रदयभवदिनान्यः पन्तायनाय विद्यते यज्ञेन यज्ञमे दण्डदेवा स्थानकरमान् प्रथमान्यासन्नदेहनां महिमानस्वदन्त यत्र पूर्वे साध्याः सन्ति देवाः आद्यसम्पूर्णपृथ्वैरथाच्चहं विश्वकर्मणसमवर्तदानि तत्सत्तष्टाविधध्रुवमेकैतत्पुरुषस्य विश्वमायानाग्रे वेदामेकं पुरुषं महन्तम् आदित्यवर्णं तमसः परस्तात् तमेवं विद्वान् हृदयभवदयान्यः पन्था विद्यतेनाय प्रजापतिच्छलदगर्थेऽन्तरम् अजायमानो बहुधा विजायते तस्य लीला परिधानन्दयोनि मरीचेनान् पदमिच्छन्ति वेदसाः यो देवेभ्यो आरभते यो देवानां पुरोहिताः पूर्वो यो देवेभ्यो चारः नमो रुजाय ब्राह्मयेन ब्राह्मं जनयन्तः देवाग्रे तदध्रुवन्यस्यैव ब्राह्मणो विद्यात् तस्य देवासन्तहे रेक्षरे रक्षिक्षपत्नौ अहोरात्रे पौरुषे नक्षत्रारूपम् अश्वनभ्यात्तम् इष्टं मनिषानः अमं मनिषानः सर्वं मनिषानः तच्छं योरावृणेमहे गातुं यज्ञाय गातुं यज्ञपतये दैवे स्वस्तिरस्तरं स्वस्तिरमानुषेभ्यः ॐ जयालवेशं षण्णोस्तद्विमरे शब्ददुष्पदे ॐ शान्तिः 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 सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करभावहै तेजस्विनामधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः हर नमः पार्वतीपतये हर हर महादेव हर నాగబంధం పెట్టేసి ఫోటో పెట్టేసి అర్చన చేసి
While he is preparing, you can give us the gift.
Yes, so
Said no unique gift.
so these are the last entrepreneurs, just like most others. They are not like the mothers who are always prepared and organized and everything. So I've been unprepared. Sorry, pardon me for my thing. You can also see that in the Mahadeva and Parvati. Right? Mahadev looks very, his hair is flying in all directions, just like Chidambara or Nataraja. His hair is flying in all directions. Like Parvati, she's got all her hair together. Her dress, her ornaments, everything is together. You are okay. No problem. Right? So everything is like on the go. He takes life, as it comes and deals with whatever he has. So, but next time I'll be more organized, taking a cue from Parvati. So please have this.
What is this actually you want to
This
say?
is about.
Loudly tell us.
This is a presentation about Dharma and our body, mind, intelligence. How it relates to self, Atma and Paramatma. Then also some asanas and mantras relate to swims.
So everyone say Mama Asmakam सह कुटुम्बस्य परमेश्वर अनुग्रह सिद्ध्यर्थेन सकल अभीष्ट सिद्ध्यर्थेन आयुरारोग्य प्राप्त्यर्थेन परमेश्वर अर्चना पूजा करिष्ये। स्नानान्तरे शुद्धारमणीयं समर्पयामि। अलङ्करणार्थेन अक्षरान् अभिवस्त्रो वस्त्रार्थेन नूतनवस्त्रयुग्मं समर्पयामि। यज्ञोपवीतनार्थेन अक्षरान् समर्पयामि। गन्धम् हरिद्राचूर्णं समर्पयामि। कुङ्कुमविलेपनं समर्पयामि। नानाविध परिमलपत्रपुष्पाक्षरान् समर्पयामि। पुष्पैः समर्पयामि। भगवद्देवता श्रीरुद्रदेवता यो नमदेवो नदनपतये नमः। नदनपदार्तिकाय नमः। ऊर्ध्वाय नमः। ऊर्ध्वलिङ्गाय नमः। सुवर्णाय नमः। सुवर्णलिङ्गाय नमः। हिरण्याय नमः। हिरण्यलिङ्गाय नमः। दिव्याय नमः। दिव्यलिङ्गाय नमः। भवाय नमः। भवलिङ्गाय नमः। शर्वाय नमः। शर्वलिङ्गाय नमः। शिवाय नमः। शिवलिङ्गाय नमः। ज्वलाय नमः। ज्वललिङ्गाय नमः। आत्माय नमः। आत्मलिङ्गाय नमः। परमाय नमः। परमलिङ्गाय नमः। एतत् सोमस्य सूर्यस्य सर्वलिङ्गकस्तावयति पालिमन्त्रं पवित्रम्। भवाय देवाय नमः। शर्वाय देवाय नमः। ईशानदेवाय नमः। पशुपतये देवाय नमः। उग्राय देवाय नमः। भीमाय देवाय नमः। महते देवाय नमः। भवस्य देवस्य पत्ने नमः। शर्वस्य देवस्य पत्ने नमः। पशुपते देवस्य पत्ने नमः। रुद्रस्य देवस्य पत्ने नमः। उग्रस्य देवस्य पत्ने नमः। भीमस्य देवस्य पत्ने नमः। महतो देवस्य पत्ने नमः। रुद्रदेवताभ्यो नमः। ओम शिवाय नमः। महेश्वराय नमः। शंभवे नमः। पिनाकिने नमः। श्रीशेखराय नमः। वामदेवाय नमः। ओम विरूपाक्षाय नमः। कवर्तने नमः। नेरलोहिताय नमः। शंकराय नमः। शोभाये नमः। कट्वाङ्कने नमः। विष्णुवल्लभाय नमः। ओम शिवविष्टाय नमः। विकाराय नमः। श्रीकण्ठाय नमः। भक्तवत्सलाय नमः। शर्वाय नमः। त्रिलोकेशाय नमः। श्रीकण्ठाय नमः। ओम शिवप्रियाय नमः। पुत्राय नमः। कवाने नमः। कौमाराय नमः। तगासुरसूदराय नमः। गंगाधराय नमः। ओम बलाक्षाय नमः। प्रभाते नमः। भीमाय नमः। प्रजोस्ताय नमः। प्रभाये नमः। जलाधराय नमः। ओम कैलासमासने नमः। कवचने नमः। कठोराय नमः। त्रिपुरान्तकाय नमः। शाखाय नमः। शिवानाय नमः। भस्मोत्तोरः विग्रहाय नमः। सोमप्रियाय नमः। ईश्वराय नमः। सर्वज्ञाय नमः। परमात्मने नमः। सोमसूर्याग्नि लोचनाय नमः। मविषे नमः। यज्ञमयाय नमः। सोमाय नमः। पंचवक्त्राय नमः। सदाशिवाय नमः। विश्वेश्वराय नमः। वीरभद्राय नमः। करुणादाय नमः। प्रजापतये नमः। हिरण्यकेतसे नमः। दृष्टशाय नमः। ओम गिरिशाय नमः। गिरीशाय नमः। गंधभूषणाय नमः। गिरिधर्मणे नमः। गिरिप्रियाय नमः। ओम कृत्तिकासूरवे नमः। पराराते नमः। भगवते नमः। ब्रह्मादीपाय नमः। मृत्युञ्जयाय नमः। ओम सूक्ष्मतरवे नमः। जगद्व्यापिने नमः। जगद्गुरवे नमः। योगेशाय नमः। महासेन जनकाय नमः। चारविक्रमाय नमः। रुद्राय नमः। भूतपते नमः। दिगम्बराय नमः। अष्टमूर्तये नमः। ओम नैलात्मने नमः। सात्विकाय नमः। शुद्धविग्रहाय नमः। शाश्वताय नमः। कण्ठप्रभवे नमः। अजाय नमः। पाशुमोचकाय नमः। मृडाय नमः। पशुपतये नमः। देवाय नमः। व्यग्राय नमः। दक्षातराय नमः। सहस्राक्षाय नमः। सहस्रपादे नमः। धारकाय नमः। परमेश्वराय नमः। हर 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 महादेव देवताभ्यो दिव्यषोडशोत्तर शतनामाक्षरपूजां समर्पयामि। अदद्धूपं वनस्पतिर्भवेत्तमे नानाकृतये सर्वपिताग्रे सर्वदेवानां धूपोऽयं प्रतिगृह्यतां धूपमानकरापयामि। धूपं समर्पयामि। साक्षात् दीपं सन्दर्शयामि। धूपदीपात्रये शुद्धा आचमनीयं समर्पयामि। औसरणैवेद्यम् ओम भूर्भुवस्सवाः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं स्वाहं ज्ञानाय स्वाहं दानाय स्वाहा समानाय स्वाहं ब्रह्मणे स्वाहा मध्ये मध्ये वायं समर्पयामि अमृतविदानसुत्तरामोषणं पादौ प्रक्षालयामस्तौ प्रक्षालयामो प्रक्षालयामि आचमनं समर्पयामि रुद्रदेवताभ्यो नमः नैवेद्यं परमेदं समर्पयामि मङ्गलनीराजनं ददाति ॐ अघोरेभ्यः घोरेभ्यः घोरघोरतरेभ्यः सर्वेभ्यः सर्वसर्वेभ्यो नमस्ते अस्तुभ्यः नमस्ते अस्तुभगवन् विश्वेश्वराय महादेवाय त्र्यम्बकाय त्रिपुरान्तकाय त्रिकाग्निकालाय कालाग्निरुद्राय नीलकण्ठाय मृत्युञ्जयाय सर्वेश्वराय सदाशिवाय श्रीमन्महादेवाय नमः आचमनीयं समर्पयामि वेदोक्तनियं पुष्पान् समर्पयामि ओं राजाधिराजाय प्रसय्यधारिणे नमो वै श्रवणाय कुर्महे सवे कामान् कामकामाय वयं कामेश्वरो वै श्रवणो ददातु कुबेराय वै श्रवणाय महाराजाय नमः ॐ तद्ब्रह्मा ॐ तद्वायुः ॐ तदात्मा ॐ तत्सत्यम् ॐ तत्सर्वम् ॐ तत्परो नमः मन्दक्षरभूतेशकायां विश्वमूर्तिषोः त्वं यज्ञस्तम्भहङ्कारस्तमिन्द्रस्तं रुद्रस्तं विष्णुस्त्वं ब्रह्मस्त्वं प्रजापतिः तन्तदापमापो ज्योतिरसोऽमृतं ब्रह्मभूर्भवस्सवरो ईशानः सर्वविद्यानामीश्वरं सर्वभूतानां ब्रह्मा शिवो मे अस्तु सदा शिवों तत्पुरुषाय विद्महे महादेवाय धीमहि तन्नो रुद्रः प्रचोदयात् देवराजवेदोक्तः दिव्यमन्त्रपुष्पान् समर्पयामि यस्तं प्रत्यानयोक्तपूजा क्रियादशन्योनं सम्पूर्णदायन्ति सद्योऽन्ते नमच्युतं मन्त्रहीनं क्रियाहीनं भक्तिहीनं परमेश्वर यत्पूजनं मया देवादिपूर्णं तदस्तु मे अनया ध्यानावाहनादिषोडशोपचारपूजयाय परमेश्वर अभिषेकाक्षराख्यं समर्पयामि पितृदिनोत्सवसन्दर्भितसमयेन भगवद्देवता पार्वती परमेश्वर देवतानुग्रहसिद्ध्यर्थेन लोकसंरक्षणलोकपरिवारमहापरमेश्वर देवतादिव्याभिषेकाक्षराख्यं समर्पयामि सर्वं परमेश्वरार्पितमस्तु अदप्रसादं शिरसा गृह्णातु హారతి పొట్టు పెట్టేసి అందరికి అక్షతలు దాంట్లో వేసుకో హారతి పక్కన దాన్ని తీసుకెళ్ళి వాళ్ళ దగ్గరికి తీసుకెళ్ళి అందరికి బొట్టు పెట్టి అక్షతలు వేసారు హారతి పళ్ళలో కొద్ది కుంకుమ వేసుకో కొన్ని వేసుకో అక్షతలు కొద్ది కుంకుమ వేసుకో అది కాదు హారతి పళ్ళం వేసుకో హారతి పళ్ళ అది తీసుకో అందరికి బొట్టు పెట్టి
So, we'll do one thing.
अदवित्रदेवताभ्यो नमः हरि ओम please sir please come sit here you also you yeah no can you sit in the chair today is Father's Day so om पर्याप्यायनन्तराय सर्वस्तोमोदरात्रवत्तमः भवति सर्वस्याप्यै सर्वस्य नित्यै सर्वमेव तेनाप्नोति सर्वं जयति गणपति शतञ्चैव शरदो वर्धमानो इत्यभिनगमो भवति शतमति शतं दीर्घमायुर्भवति येनावर्धयन्ति शतात्मानं भवति शतवर्धं भवति शतमैश्वर्यं भवति शतमिति शतं दीर्घमायुः शतं शतेन हंसदायुष्यमेव शतमनन्तमेव शतमैश्वर्यमेव शतमिति शतं दीर्घमायुः प्राप्तिरस्तु भगवद्देवता श्री उमामेश्वर स्वामी देवता संपूर्णता फलसिद्धिरस्तु तथास्तु। विश यू हैप्पी फादर्स डे।
धन्यवाद धन्यवाद।
So everybody please come one by one, you know, starting with fathers first. You know, they can come and take
Charanamrita and Prasad.
Charanamrita Prasad and
Then?
yeah. And then
After
proceed
that, please
for,
go and inside dining hall,
yeah,
take
light
Mahaprasad.
Announce loudly so that we know that you are willingly asking us.
Yes, yes, we are willingly asking you.
Willingly and happily you are inviting us.
Please come and have prasad, everybody. Not just fathers, you know, mothers can also join. And yet to be fathers also.
Vijay Garu, see, Vijay Garu, can you help her for भोजन? तो आज PhD बोलने का सब आगे से बोलने का कि आई एम डॉक्टर